Oh, hello. Welcome to our cafe. The best cafe in the world. Did you hear that? That funny noise? Hello, everyone. Ben, what have you got on? Are you going swimming?
Swimming? What? This is for swimming? Oh, no. I found all this stuff in the dressing up box. I was trying to dress up like a monster. But I'm not going swimming, no.
Why? What's wrong with swimming?
Oh, well, I'm afraid of the water. I can't swim. I'm scared I might sink.
Oh, don't worry, Ben. I'll teach you to swim. It's fun.
Well, the thing is, I think I've got something really important to do later, Small. We've got a customer.
Well, we'd better get cooking, but I'm not going to forget about your swimming lesson. I'm on my way. Woohoo!
Who's in our cafe today, Small?
I'll give you a clue. She's got 2 flippers, and she's very good at swimming.
Not a dolphin?
No, Ben. She didn't swim here. She walked.
2 flippers to swim, but she walked here?
It's a little penguin. It's Penny the penguin. Hello, Penny.
I think she's hungry.
Yes, she is a little bit hungry, but that squawk also means she's thirsty.
Now I'm even more confused.
I think it's time to look in my book.
We need a story to help us cook.
Let's take a look in Little Cook's book. Little Cook's Adventures in the Big World. Let me see. Oh, yes. My holiday to the very cold South Pole. Ooh. The first thing I saw when I got there was a really unusual looking bird. She was all brown and fluffy with little short wings. And she didn't hop like a bird. She sort of ran. I asked her what kind of bird she was, but she didn't know. All she knew was her name, Penny. She said she couldn't even fly, and she was very lonely because there were no other birds like her, anywhere. First I helped by making a little net and catching Penny some fish for her dinner. Then it started snowing, and poor little Penny was cold, so I looked in my holiday suitcase and found my spare coat. She wasn't hungry or cold anymore, but she was still lonely, so we set off across the ice to see if we could find Penny's friends. We searched for weeks and weeks, and Penny was growing bigger and bigger, but we still couldn't find any birds that looked like Penny. Then, one day, we came across lots and lots of beautiful king penguins. It wasn't until Penny took off her coat that she realised she had grown up. She was a king penguin too. Then it dawned on me. When I first met Penny, she had been a baby penguin. That's why her feathers had been brown and fluffy. The other penguins were very proud of her. They taught her how to fish, so she wasn't hungry. She had grown-up feathers, so she wasn't cold anymore. And with all her new friends, she definitely wasn't lonely. Little Cook to the rescue once again! That was a great adventure.
What an amazing story. And it's given me a really good idea.
Way! What's that, Ben?
Why, fish, of course.
Well, we haven't got any, Ben.
Oh, haven't we?
But penguins eat fish all the time. I think it would be really nice to cook something else for her.
OK, what though?
I don't know.
What can it mean? We can...
I know! Big Cook's Big Cookery Book.
Of course, the Big Cookery Book. There's recipes for everything in there.
And where do we look for things to cook?
In the book. In the book. In Big Cook's book.
Look at this one, Ben.
Iceberg slush.
Penny the penguin will feel right at home. There are loads of icebergs where penguins live.
Iceberg slush it is then. Come on, Small. You read out the ingredients and I'll see if we've got them.
OK, let's see. We're going to need fruit.
OK, over we go. In the fridge. Fruit, strawberries, raspberries.
Orange juice.
Orange juice. Got it.
Lemonade.
Oh, lovely fizzy lemonade, yeah.
Lemon.
Over in the fruit bowl. Got the lemon.
Sugar.
Yep, sugar.
And water.
I can get that from the tap. There we are. Everything we need for the recipe. It's called iceberg slush, but where do we get the ice from?
We made that ourselves in the freezer, Ben.
Oh, yeah, silly me.
I've just remembered something. Did you know you can make models out of ice? They're called sculptures.
Really? How do you do that?
I don't know.
Hey, why don't you whiz off and find out, and I'll get everything ready.
That's a great idea, Ben. I'll be back in a jiffy. Woohoo! Hey, why don't you come along too?
Go small, whiz away. I wonder what he'll see today.
It's really cold here. Oh, no wonder it's cold. That's a big block of ice. Ice is made from water that has been put into a freezer. Because it's so cold in the freezer, the water turns into ice. Ooh, he's going to use his tools to turn the ice into a shape. Can you guess what it's going to be? It's got a head and a beak. Oh, that tool is being used to mark its wing. I think it's going to be a bird that lives in the cold. Can you guess? The bird needs to have two eyes. That's one. And that's two. Oh, look! It's a penguin! A penguin that lives in the cold. Oh, I'd better get back to the warm cafe. Way! I'm back!
Hello there. Did you see the ice being carved?
I certainly did. It was fantastic. First they froze some water into a big block of ice, and then they carved it into a shape of a penguin, just like Penny.
Sounds amazing. Did you bring some ice back for me?
Yes, I did, Ben. Now, where is it? I put it in my pocket. Oh.
Oh, what?
Here it is.
But that's just a handkerchief, Small.
Yes, but the ice has melted, Ben.
Oh, never mind, Small. Let's make some iceberg slush for Penny the penguin.
Let's get cooking.
We're all ready, so take a look.
And we will show you how to cook.
Jelly boats and pirates' gold, princess pea pies, carrot cakes and fruity smiles,
As envelope surprise.
We love our cafe and we love to cook. We have a fantastic recipe book. He is big cook and he is small. Friends in our cafe, we cook for them all. When your tummy gets all rumbly, you're ready for a treat. You can make something delicious to eat.
Have you cleaned the surfaces?
Yes, have you washed your hands?
Yes. All clean and ready to cook. Do you remember the ingredients to iceberg slush?
You do?
There were strawberries,
3 chopped,
raspberries,
a handful,
orange juice,
1 cup,
lemonade,
1 cup,
lemon,
a quarter,
sugar,
2 tablespoons,
and water.
plenty of water for our ice cubes.
Whoopee! Let's get started!
For this recipe, we don't need the cooker. We do all our cooking in the freezer.
Yes, instead of cooking, we're freezing.
Hey, we'll need 2 ice cube trays. Here we are. Oh, look, Small. This one's still got an ice cube in it.
Careful, Ben.
Oh, sorry, Small. Now, into one of these ice cube trays, I'm going to pour the orange juice. And I've already put it from the cup into a small jug to make it easier to pour. So, in we go. All the way along. And pop them straight into the freezer. Over we go. There we are. And make sure you get your grown-up helper to do this bit for you because the freezer is cold, cold, cold. Soon, we'll have orange juice ice cubes. What do you think of that, Small?
That was great! Oh!
Now, in this next ice cube tray, I'm going to start to make the fruit ice cubes. So, I'll put the raspberries along here. In they go. Very nice. Oh, this is going to be very fruity. There we go. That should do. And I'll put the strawberries along the other side. Nice and chopped up so I can put a few in each. There we go.
Wow!
And that one. Great. And then we can top them up with the water. So the same again. Fill them up all the way along. Brilliant. And then straight into the freezer with these as well.
This ice cube's really slidey.
Whilst we're waiting for the ice cubes to freeze, we can prepare the cup. So, I'm going to take the lemon and wipe it all the way around the rim of this cup. There it goes. All the way around to make it all wet and sticky. That's very good. And then we can take the sugar and pour it out onto a plate. There it is. Great. Then we can turn the cup upside down and dip the rim into the sugar. Give it a bit of a twist. And hey presto, it sticks. Clever or what, Small?
I'm a penguin. I wonder if the ice cubes are ready yet. They take a while to freeze. Oh, I know. I'll pretend to be asleep so that the water thinks it's frozen.
Good idea, Small.
Here goes. Is it morning yet?
Okay, freezer. We've been asleep for ages now. The ice cubes must be ready. Hey! There we are. Absolutely perfect.
Wow, that's amazing, Ben.
It's just a little trick, Small. Huh? I put some in the freezer earlier whilst you were watching the ice sculptures so that they'd be ready in time.
OK, I'll let you off then. But I'm not going to let you off your swimming lesson, Ben.
Oh, it was only a bit of fun. Anyway, let's get on with the iceberg slush. In fact, this is the slushy part. I'm going to tip all of the orange juice ice cubes into a plastic jug or something else that won't break. So, in we go. Be very careful. There we go. And this is the fun part. I'm going to slush them up with the end of this rolling pin. Oh, give them a good old slush.
Penguins like ice. They must be great at skating. Woohoo!
There, that's the orange all slushy. Now, we can put it into the cup. So, I'm going to scoop it in with a spoon. That's one, and a little more, I think. There we go. And next, it's time for our fruity ice cubes. So, I'm going to take one strawberry and I think one raspberry. Yeah, there we go. And finally, we can top it off with the lovely fizzy lemonade. Now, I need to be careful not to spill it here, so I'm going to put it into a plastic jug. There we go. This should make it easier to pour. So, let's top it up now. In goes the lemonade. This is looking great. Perfect. And I'd like to finish it off with an umbrella and a straw. And if you want to, you can pop some orange on there. I love oranges. And hey presto, iceberg slush. What do you think, Small?
That looks great, Ben. Let's get her off to Penny the Penguin before it melts.
One iceberg slush coming through.
So what do we do now? Can we play?
Not yet. Time to clean and put away.
Hooray!
Wash, wipe, scrub and clean.
Make the kitchen sparkle and gleam.
My name's Ben.
And my name's Small.
We've got the cleanest kitchen of all.
Tidy all the bits and bobs,
The things that help us do our jobs.
ingredients well put away.
Ready for use another day.
Pots and pans will start to smell.
If we don't wash them really well.
And now it's clear, let's all smile. We'll be finished in a little while. All around,
Up and down.
we've got the cleanest cafe in town. Aha! Here comes the plate.
Oh, yes. And look, Small. There's a note.
Well, what does it say? What does it say?
Let's see, shall we? It says, Dear Big Cook Ben and Little Cook Small, my iceberg slush was delicious.
Woohoo!
Here's a present to say thank you. They helped me learn to swim. Maybe they'll help you too.
They're swimming armbands, Ben.
Now I'm looking forward to my swimming lesson. I won't sink in these. I'll swim just like a penguin. Come on, Small, let's go. See you soon.
Hey, see you soon.
Hey.
Big cook, little cook, we'll cook for everyone. Do 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 do. Oh, hello. Welcome to our cafe, the best cafe in the world. We're just having a good tidy up today. I'm doing the kitchen and Ben's doing the cafe.
Small, Small, ho, ho, ho. Something awful's happened.
What? What is it, Ben?
Oh, hello everyone. I've lost my gold ring.
Oh no.
Oh, well, I tried it on this morning. I'm sure I did. But just now in the cafe, I looked at my hand and it was gone.
Well, I'll help you look for it. I know how precious it is.
Oh, yes, it's very precious. It was a birthday present from my granddad.
Well, don't worry, Ben. We'll find it.
Oh, but it's so tiny, Small, and the cafe is so big. It could be anywhere. Oh, dear, and now we've got a customer.
Well, don't worry, Ben. I'll go see who it is, and you keep looking. I'm on my way! Woohoo!
Who's in our cafe today, Small?
Well, it's got black and white feathers, wings, and a beak.
Oh, so it's a bird. Oh, is it a penguin?
It's not a penguin, Ben. It's a bird called a magpie.
A magpie? I heard you could bring good luck if you said, Good morning, Mr. Magpie. Where's your brother? Go on, Small, say it.
OK, Ben. Good morning, Mr. Magpie. Where's your brother? Ooh! Sorry. It's not a Mr. Magpie, it's a Mrs. Magpie, and her name's Monica. I'm sure I've met Monica before. I think it's time to look in my book.
We need a story to help us cook.
Let's take a look in Little Cook's book. Little Cook's Adventures in the Big World. Let me see. One day I was having a walk in the woods when suddenly something landed on my head. It was a piece of silver cloth, which glittered in the sunlight. Sorry, called a voice from above me. I looked up and saw Monica the magpie peeping down at me from her nest. I love collecting shiny things, but my nest is so full that bits and pieces keep falling out. I've got so much shiny stuff up here, I don't know what to do with it all. I think I can help you there, I said. I took Monica the magpie to meet a friend of mine whose name was Manjit. Manjit was supposed to be making a shiny picture to take to school, but she didn't have any shiny things. Monica the magpie was very interested. Well, if it's shiny stuff you're after, you're talking to the right bird, she cawed cheerfully. All afternoon, Monica flew backwards and forwards between her nest and Manjit's house. She brought Manjit shiny paper and ribbon, glittery material, and sparkly sequins. Manjit was delighted. Whoopee! I know just what I'm going to make now, she said happily. And she made a beautiful collage of a shiny magpie sitting in her sparkly nest. Manjit and Monica the magpie were both very pleased with their day's work. Manjit was really proud of her picture, and Monica now had some room in her nest, so she could start collecting more shiny things. Way! Little Cook to the rescue once again! That was a great adventure.
Oh, I loved the collage that Manjit made. Didn't it look fantastic?
It was brilliant, wasn't it? Monica's collection of shiny things was just what she needed.
Oh, Small, I've just thought. My gold ring was really shiny. Perhaps Monica found it and took it back to her nest to add to her collection.
She can't have, Ben. You lost your ring before she came to the cafe, remember?
Oh, yes, you're right, Small. Oh, I'll be so upset if I don't find it.
It must be somewhere. Let's find a recipe for our hungry magpie, and when it's cooked, we can carry on with our search.
OK, then. What can we cook for Monica?
Ooh! I know! Big Cook's Big Cookery Book!
Of course, the Big Cookery Book. There's recipes for everything in there.
And where do we look for things to cook?
In the book, in Big Cook's book.
I don't suppose there's any shiny recipes, Ben.
You suppose wrong, my little friend. Look, a fruity nest. The perfect recipe for our birdie customer. And even better, Small, you use shiny foil to make the nest.
That's spot on perfect. Let's make it.
Come on then, little cook. You read out the ingredients and I'll see if we've got them.
OK, let's see. We're going to need honey.
Honey. Over to the cupboard. Here we go. Honey, got that, Small.
Lemon.
In here. There we go. Got the lemon.
A cooking apple.
There we go. Nice big green cooking apple. Yep.
Summer berries. It says here we can use tinned, fresh or frozen.
We're going to use fresh. There we go.
And frozen yoghurt.
Frozen yogurt. Oh, there we go. Nice and cold. Yep. There we are. Everything we need for the recipe.
Frozen yoghurt's really interesting, but I wonder how it's made.
Hey, why don't you whiz off on a yoghurty mission and find out, and I'll get everything ready.
That's a great idea. See you later. Hoo-hoo-hoo. Hey, why don't you come along too? Way!
Go, Small, whiz away! I wonder what he'll see today.
There's a train! Choo-choo! This is the right place.
This is where frozen yogurt is made. First of all, we need some water. The next ingredient is cream. There are lots of ingredients used to make frozen yogurt, and they all have to be mixed up together. Mixy, mixy, mixy. This sugar adds a little sweetness to the frozen yogurt. When the mixture has been heated up and cooled down, it goes through some pipes. Hee-hee, here it comes! Gloop, gloop. It's being collected in big tubs. Ooh, it looks yummy, and it's really, really cold, but it's not frozen yet. To make it freeze, it has to be put in the freezer. It's really cold in there. On a hot day like this, frozen yogurt is just what you need to cool down. These girls and boys look like they're really enjoying it. Mmm, yummy!
That was great! See you later!
Right, everything's ready now. So while I wait for Small to get back, I think I'll have another look for that ring. Maybe it's down here.
Way, I'm back! And I found out all about frozen yogurt. It's squeezed through a big pipe, and then it's put in the freezer. Ben, how's the search going for your ring?
Not too well, I'm afraid.
Still no luck finding it, then? We'll find it, I know we will.
I hope you're right, Small.
No time for worrying now, Ben. We've got work to do.
Come on then, let's get cooking. We're all ready, so take a look.
And we will show you how to cook.
The jelly boats and pirates go, princess pea pies, carrot cakes and fruity smiles,
And envelope surprise.
We love our cafe and we love to cook. We have a fantastic recipe book. He is big cook and he is small. Friends in our cafe, we cook for them all. When your tummy gets all rumbly, you're ready for a treat. You can make something delicious to eat.
Have you cleaned the surfaces?
Yes, have you washed your hands?
Yes! All clean and ready to cook. Do you remember the ingredients for Fruity Nest?
You do?
There was honey,
1 tablespoon,
lemon,
the juice of half,
a cooking apple,
1,
summer berries,
4 tablespoons,
and frozen yogurt.
4 tablespoons.
Whoopee, let's get started.
Now the first thing we need to do is turn on the oven to 200 degrees Celsius, gas mark 6. And remember, this is a job for your grown-up helper to do because the oven is hot, hot, hot.
Then put the berries and honey into a mixing bowl and use a fork to mix them and squeeze the fruit a bit.
Now give them a good old mix-up.
Then you add the 4 tablespoons of frozen yogurt and mix it all up again.
Hoo-hoo! Lovely and mushy.
Pour the mixture into a container, then put it in the freezer for 3 hours.
In it goes. All in. Pop on the lid. And over to the freezer. It's in the freezer now, Small. What's next?
Have you washed the apple?
Certainly have, Small.
Now you need to take out the core and make sure the hole's big enough for the filling.
Okay, here we go.
And make sure you get your grown-up helper to do this bit for you. Then you need to brush the inside of the apple with lemon juice.
And we'll need some silver cooking foil. I'll go and get that, Small.
Brushing the middle of the apple with lemon juice stops it from going brown. There you go, Ben.
Thanks, Small. Brushing on the lemon.
After you've brushed the inside of the apple with lemon, cover it in foil.
So we wrap the apple in the foil like this. Oh, it's lovely and shiny. Then pop it onto a baking tray and then put it in the oven for 35 minutes. So, oven gloves on and over we go. There we go. And remember, this is a job for your grown-up helper to do. In the oven it goes for 35 minutes until it's nice and soft, but not mushy.
I'll set the timer to 35 minutes.
Hey, Small, I've just remembered a rhyme. It's all about different numbers of magpies and what that's supposed to mean.
Oh, let's hear it then, Ben.
Okay, it goes like this. 1 for sorrow, 2 for joy, 3 for a girl, 4 for a boy, 5 for silver, 6 for gold, 7 for a secret never to be told.
I think Monica will bring us good luck, and we'll find that ring of yours, Ben. The apple is cooked, and the frozen mixture's ready too.
Okay, here we go. Out it comes. Close that. There we go. What's next, Small?
You carefully open the foil and make a nest shape with it around the apple.
Okay, and remember, this is a job for your grown-up helper to do because the foil is hot, hot, hot. Opening it out and roll it up a little around the edge.
Then you put the apple and the foil nest onto a plate and put the yoghurt and fruit mixture into the middle of the apple.
Okay, here we go. Onto the plate. And let's scoop in the yoghurt. This looks tasty. A little more, I think.
Last thing, if you have a few berries left, you can use them to decorate the top of the apple.
And it just so happens we have. Ta-da! Sprinkle them on. There we go. One shiny fruity nest coming through. There. All done.
So what do we do now? Can we play?
Not yet. Time to clean and put away.
Hooray! Wash, wipe, scrub and clean. Make the kitchen sparkle and gleam.
My name's Ben.
And my name's Small. We've got the cleanest kitchen of all.
untidy all the bits and bobs, the things that help us do our jobs. Ingredients we'll put away, ready for use another day. Pots and pans will start to smell if we don't wash them really well. And now it's clear, let's all smile, we'll be finished in a little while. All around, up and down, we've got the cleanest cafe in town.
Aha, here comes the plate.
Oh, yes! And it looks like Monica enjoyed her fruity nest. Look, Small, she's left a note.
Well, what does it say? What does it say?
Let's see, shall we? It says, Dear Big Cook Ben and Little Cook Small, my apple was delicious. Thank you. And I loved the shiny nest. Do you mind if I take it away with me? By the way, you know how good I am at spotting shiny things? Well, I spotted this under the table, so I'm going to give it to you as a thank you present. Love from Monica the Magpie.
I think I know what Monica's found. Do you?
Oh, Small! It's my ring! Monica's found my ring! Oh, I must have dropped it earlier when I was cleaning the cafe. Way! Oh, I'm so happy I could jump for joy. In fact, I think I will. Whoopee!
I knew you'd find it, Ben. See you soon. Woohoo!
Big cook, little cook, we'll cook for everyone.
Ooh, new shoes, look at my brand new shoes. Oh, there we are, beautiful.
Oh, I'm all soaked. It's raining. Oh, dear. Oh, hello. Welcome to our cafe. The best cafe in the world. Just the place to come on a rainy day like today. Excuse me.
What do you think?
I think you should take your shoes off the counter, Ben. You never, ever, ever put shoes on the kitchen worktop. It'll go dirty.
No, they won't, Small, not today. These are my brand new squeaky clean sandals. Perfect for walking along the beach. Which is where I'm off to right now.
Oh, no, you're not. Today is not the day to go to the beach with new sandals. They'll get ruined.
Oh, I was really looking forward to standing on the sand and listening to the sea. Whoosh, whoosh.
Oh, come on, Ben, cheer up. Hey, why don't we play a game before our first customer arrives? That might take your mind off the sea.
It might.
What game to play? Oh, I know. We'll play a game called Which Shoes. It's a guessing game. It's brilliant. OK, I'll go first. I'm a runner, and I run. Which shoes do I wear to have fun? Well, which shoes do runners wear?
Oh, right, I guess, do I? Oh, right, OK, which shoes do runners wear? Which shoes do runners wear? Do you know? Shout out the answer for me. Go on. Oh, I know. Runners wear trainers.
Right, first time, Ben.
Right, OK, my go. Right, yeah. I'm a dancer, and I twizzle around on my twinkle toes. Which shoes do I need? Who knows?
Do you know? Oh, I do. It's ballet shoes.
Yeah, ballet shoes. I couldn't really wear these to the beach, could I? Oh, come on, Small. Sounds like we've got a customer.
Oh. I'm on my way. Woohoo!
Who is it today, Small?
Well, she's wearing blue and she's carrying a bucket and spade.
And what shoes is she wearing?
Blue trainers.
Oh, I know who it is. I know. It's Little Betty Blue. She's here on holiday.
You're right. Little Betty Blue lost a holiday shoe. What should Betty do?
Give her another, just like the other, and then she can walk out in two.
So now we've got to decide what to cook for Little Betty Blue. I think it's time to look in my book.
We need a story to help us cook.
Let's take a look in Little Cook's book. Little Cook's Adventures in the Big World. Let me see. Little Betty and I were at the beach together yesterday. It was a lovely sunny day, and little Betty was wearing a pair of brand new shoes. I thought they looked so comfy. Will you take one off, little Betty? I asked. It looks just the right size for me to sit in. And it was. She held me up in the air. It was just like being in an aeroplane. Meow, she cried as she whizzed me round and round above her head, and we laughed and laughed. A family of crabs were watching. They all shouted, "Can we have a go?" But we were having too much fun to pay any attention. Then little Betty decided that we should build a sandcastle, so I got out of the shoe and started to help her. With one shoe on and one shoe off, little Betty Blue filled her bucket with sand, and we built the castle higher and higher. When the castle was finished, she put a beautiful little flag on the very top. "There," she said, "a castle fit for a little cook." But then she looked round and gasped. Her shoe had disappeared. "Oh, not again," she wailed. "I'm always losing my holiday shoe." But I had an idea where it might have gone. And I was right. The crabs were having their turn. "This is just like being in a car," they cried. "Brum brum, or a brand new house." And they laughed and laughed. Little Betty really needed her shoe back, so I had to come up with one of my best ideas ever. I looked down the beach and saw the perfect thing. A big shell. The crabs were happy to swap the shoe for the shell. They got inside it and pretended it was a train, then a rocket and a boat. "This is fun," they cried, and they laughed and laughed. "Thanks, Little Cook Small. Our new shell is such fun," they called, and Betty and I made our way home. Betty was so happy to have her shoe back, and she said she'd never lose it again. Little Cook to the rescue once again! That was a great adventure.
And Betty got her shoe back all because you had a brilliant idea, Small. Oh, well done you.
Whoa! Well, thank you very much, Ben.
So now you need to have a brilliant idea for what we can make for Little Betty Blue.
Oh, yes. Another brilliant idea for Little Betty Blue. Ooh. I know! Big Cook's Big Cookery Book!
Of course, the Big Cookery Book. There's recipes for everything in there.
And where do we look for things to cook?
In the book, in Big Cook's book.
Woohoo!
Oh, yes. Have I found the perfect thing or what? It's something to remind little Betty of all the fun she had at the seaside. Veggie sandcastles.
Yippee!
Well, you read out the ingredients, little cook, and I'll see if we've got them.
OK, let's see. We're going to need an onion.
Onion in the fridge. Over we go. One onion. Got that.
A pepper.
One pepper in there as well. Got that too, Small.
Frozen peas.
Frozen peas in the freezer. There we are. Frozen peas, yeah.
Turmeric. That turns the sand yellow.
OK. So, turmeric to turn the sand yellow, but what are we going to use for sand, Small?
Long grain rice.
Long grain rice, OK.
And tomatoes.
Tomatoes. We haven't got any tomatoes, Small.
Oh, no.
Don't worry, Small. We've got all the other ingredients. Hey, why don't you whisk off and find some?
Oh, yes, of course. Hey, why don't you come along too? Off we go!
Go, Small, whiz away! I wonder what he'll see today.
There's a train! Choo-choo! like I'm in the right place.
Gosh, that's the biggest greenhouse I've ever seen. Let's go inside and see what's growing in the greenhouse. Come on. Oh, do you know what they are? They're tomatoes. And look, this man is picking them. The tomato plant grows out of the soil. And hundreds of tomatoes grow on its vines. When the tomatoes are young, they're green. And then they turn bright red when they're ready to eat. Ooh, lovely red, juicy tomatoes. These tomatoes are being grown in a greenhouse because it's nice and hot, and the warmth helps the tomatoes to grow.
Ooh, it's too hot in here for me. I'd better dash.
Oh, if only I could have gone to the beach. The waves lapping at the shore. Whoosh, whoosh. The sound of the sea. Whoosh, whoosh.
Whee! I'm back. You can't dream about the sea now, Ben. I've got the tomatoes. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Hoo!
Wow, they're so lovely and red.
I saw this man who was picking them. They grow on plants, you know.
Lovely. Let's cook. We're all ready, so take a look.
And we will show you how to cook.
Jelly boats and pirates' gold, princess pea pies, carrot cakes and fruity smiles, and envelope surprise. We love our cafe and we love to cook. We have a fantastic recipe book. He is big cook and he is small. Friends in our cafe, we cook for them all. When your tummy gets all rumbly, you're ready for a treat. You can make something delicious to eat.
Have you cleaned the surfaces?
Yes, have you washed your hands?
Yes. All clean and ready to cook. Do you remember the ingredients to veggie sandcastles?
You do?
There was an onion,
Half chopped.
a pepper,
Half sliced.
frozen peas,
Half a cup.
turmeric,
1 teaspoon.
long grain rice,
150 grams.
and tomatoes.
4 chopped.
Whoopee! Let's get started. Right, Ben, you get going on the recipe while I make the flag for the top of the sandcastle.
Now, I've heated some olive oil in a saucepan. Make sure you get your grown-up helper to do that for you.
Shall I do it red or blue, Ben?
Red. No, blue. No, both.
Both.
Now put the onions, peppers, and the turmeric into the saucepan. And give it a good stir for about 5 minutes.
Shall I do it stripes or spots, Ben?
Stripes. No, spots. No, do both.
Stripes and spots. OK, so it's red and blue, stripes and spots. OK.
This looks pretty good. Time to add the rice and the tomatoes and just enough water to cover them. And then we bring them to the boil.
Ben, I've just had an idea. Why don't I draw a picture of little Betty Blue in the middle of the flag?
Oh, yes, Mole. That is a brilliant idea.
Oh, I'm full of them today, aren't I? So it's red and blue, stripes and spots, with a picture of little Betty Blue in the middle. Here goes.
Aha. There we are. It's boiling now, so turn it down and let it cook slowly for 15 minutes until the rice is soft. Pop the lid on, and now we have to do some waiting.
I'll set the timer.
Oh yes, it looks just right. There we go. Now here's a little tip for you. If it looks a little bit dry, you can always put a little bit more water in. Now it's time to add the peas, giving it a good stir. There we go. How's your flag coming, Small?
Coming along, Ben. I've done the stripes, see, and the spots. Now all I've got to do is put Little Betty Blue in the middle.
Good, because our veggie sandcastles will be ready very soon. There we are. Turn the heat down. Now, I've greased a beaker with a little butter, and I'm going to spoon in the mixture. There we go. A little more. Very nice. Press it down firmly with your spoon, and then leave it to cool for 5 minutes.
Little Betty Blue is ready.
And here's the best bit. I'm going to place the plate on top of the beaker, like that, and very carefully turn them over. There we go. And slowly remove the beaker. There we are. Ta-da! Oh, very nice. What do you think of that, Small?
Fantastic! And it's about to get even better. I've stuck my flag on a straw so that you can put it in the middle of the sandcastle. I think of everything, don't I?
As I said before, you're brilliant, Small.
Quick, Ben, get it off to Betty Blue now whilst it's still nice and warm.
Okay then, here we go. One veggie sandcastle coming through. There.
So what do we do now? Can we play?
Not yet. Time to clean and put away.
Hooray!
Wash, wipe, scrub and clean. Make the kitchen sparkle and gleam. My name's Ben. And my name's Small. We've got the cleanest kitchen of all. Tidy all the bits and bobs, the things that help us do our job. Ingredients well put away, ready for use another day. Pots and pans will start to smell if we don't wash them really well. And now it's clear, let's all smile, we'll be finished in a little while. All around, up and down, we've got the cleanest cafe in town.
Ah, here comes the plate.
And she's left us a beautiful shell and a note. A postcard.
Well, what does it say? What does it say?
Let's see. It says, Dear Big Cook Ben and Little Cook Small, thank you so very much for my delicious veggie sandcastle. It reminded me of all the fun I had with Little Cook Small on the beach.
Woohoo!
But because Big Cook couldn't come and missed out on all the fun, I'm giving him this shell. If you hold it up to your ear, you can hear something very special.
Oh, Ben, isn't that kind? Well, what can you hear?
Whoosh, whoosh. Oh, Small, you'll never guess. I can hear the sea. Oh, so now I don't have to go to the beach in the rain after all. I can stay right here. See you soon.
See you soon.
Whoosh, whoosh.